Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to my Glory to Jah channel. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. This is really cool because this is the first of my mini reviews. This is my first movie review. All my movie reviews are going to be biblical movies because this is a spiritual channel. So just to keep it with the spiritual channel. So this is my first movie review of the 1961 movie King of Kings. I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah. Directed by Nick Ray, starring Jeffrey Hunter as Jesus, Sobiah McKenna, Herb Hartfield, Ron Randall, and Robert Ryan as John the Baptist. So this movie was really interesting because I'm actually a Nick Ray fan. You know. I don't know, you guys may not know, but he directed Rebel Without Cause, which is, I really loved that movie. When I was taking film classes, I really loved that movie. And you can definitely see his style, his directing style, when you watch this movie. He's actually a protege of, what's that guy's name? He's actually a protege of Elia Kazan. They both went to, who directed On the Waterfront. They both went to, I think film, I want to say like, they both did the theater in New York. That's how they met. But anyway, going back to this movie. Now, Nick Ray was never religious, which is odd. Like, for years, I never knew he directed this movie. But yeah, he was never religious. So it's weird that he would make a movie like this. Maybe, you know, he was exploring new things or maybe he was converted. I don't know. But whatever the reason may be, this film was shot throughout multiple locations in Spain. Pretty good performances. This movie actually is my most watched biblical movie for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the music. Really good music, or I don't know why it is, but it's my most watched biblical movie. The performances, I liked Robert Ryan as John the Baptist. Everyone else was good. I actually didn't like Jeffrey Hunter as Jesus for some reason. And when I watch his other movies, I feel like he kind of overacts. You know, overacting type of thing. Jeffrey Hunter, he was also in The Searchers. That movie was directed by John Ford. But yeah, like he kind of overacts a little bit, and you kind of see that a little bit as playing Jesus in this film. Overall, besides that, you know, I really enjoyed this movie. You know, it's one of my most watched biblical movie. The movie runs for about 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it's worth it. It's worth the watch. I thought the Barabbas was kind of funny too. A lot of his scenes in this film is kind of cold, kind of funny to me. But yeah, this movie definitely shows, and you got to look at it from a spiritual mindset. It's like, okay, people 1 minute. Another thing I liked about this movie was that, like, you had Barabbas, who was about war, right? And then you had Jesus, who was about peace. They both wanted the same thing, but in polar opposites. One was fire, one was water, right? And that was kind of interesting a little bit. I don't think they had that in the Bible, but that's something they added to King of Kings. They kind of juice it up, spicy it up, and make it more exciting. You know, what side are you going to follow? Are you going to be a man of peace, you know, and fellowship? Or are you going to be a man of war? If they're praising Jesus, the next minute they want to persecute him. You know? And that's what most people who are of this world, that's how they are. 1 minute they love you, the next minute they want to persecute you. So, you know, just if you're walking in truth, if you're walking in the narrow path, just expect that. Expect people to pretend to be your friend. Expect people to betray you, to do you in, just like Jesus. The servant is no better than the master. So if they did all this stuff to Jesus Christ, they're going to do the same thing to you. So you got to keep that in mind, you know. That's why I always say, that's why it's something I'm working on too. I got to really humble myself. You know, you got to really humble yourself, you know. And remember, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 2, Yahweh, He didn't give us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of sound mind. So that goes with humbling yourself too. No matter how many times the devil attacks you, you got to humble yourself. You got to humble yourself. So yeah. Now another thing, actually, I meant to put, I didn't like in this movie is this movie is actually, there's some shots in this movie where you can tell it's cheaply made. You know, the swords, they don't look as real. And then there's a shot where they were killing, King Herod was sending out his people to kill the firstborn. And if you see the picture, if you see the babies in that footage, they're kind of rubbery. You know, they're like rubber dolls. So I think one of them, the arm like wobbles when they lift them up, when they lift the baby up. So you know, little things like that. Other than that, it's a pretty good movie. My favorite movie about Jesus Christ is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That movie came out in 1977. I advise all you guys to check that movie out. I love the Jesus that played in that movie. That was a perfect Jesus. Even though I disagree with the way he looked like, you know, we all know Jesus was never white. You know, not to sound racist, not to offend anyone, but we all know Jesus was never white. You know, he was a skin of color. I believe he was black, but if he wasn't black, I can buy that because all I know is he was a skin of color. Hollywood actually started to get that right. There's a TV show called The Messiah. One of my friends and her son actually was in the background of that TV show. But yeah, and that was the first time Jesus was depicted as someone of color. And the crazy thing is, I came up with that idea years ago before they even made the TV show. Basically, what would happen if Jesus was here today, if Jesus lived today instead of in the past. I hope you enjoyed my review of King of Kings. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And thanks for watching.